Hello there, people play things and other things. I know I haven't filmed anything in a while. Actually, I did film something. I'm gonna put it up, and then I tried to film this before, but I just sound like a lunatic. But this is Donnie Darko Explained. Donnie Darko. If you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this, stupid. Donnie Darko. I'm not gonna give a synopsis. I want to give a synopsis, but I can't. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing you've seen Donnie Darko. If you haven't, and you're still watching it, I'm gonna ruin pretty much everything in the movie. So, if you don't want it ruined, leave. Donnie Darko. So, Donnie Darko deals with tangent universes and paradoxes in time. So at times in this I'm going to sound like a madman. I'm sorry. It's just kind of the way this movie works. So at the beginning of the movie we're at the original, like a normal timeline. And that timeline goes all the way, that's the timeline. Timeline goes all the way from the beginning of the movie, the very first seconds of the movie, till when Frank says wake up. At that point an error in time occurs. Something happens that's not supposed to happen. The first thing that's not supposed to happen is Frank appears and pulls Donnie out of his... Shut up! Stupid phone. It pulls Donnie out of his house. Frank pulls Donnie out of his house, and then the jet engine crashes. This creates a tangent universe off of the normal universe. This tangent universe is unstable. It should not exist. The reason it exists is because of an error in time. The normal universe, we say, would have gone this way, but this universe broke off this way, and it's going to end in 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds. That's how long this universe has. This universe has all the way till 2012. The error in time occurs, and this is where we start to get into paradoxes in time. The error in time occurs, Frank appears. Frank would not really... I mean, he does exist in the normal timeline, but he would not exist in the form that he does, except for in the tangent universe, as a sort of a mentor to Donnie, leading him to learn about time travel, and portals, and all that good stuff. And then the jet engine is pulled. Now, this is where you deal with paradox in time. The only way that jet engine can be pulled is from this point in the tangent universe, right at the very end. Almost at the very end. When it's Donnie's mother and Donnie's sister are flying back from Sparkle Motion's trip and all that stuff. That's where the jet engine's pulled from. That's where you're dealing with paradoxes in time. The error in time occurs here and pulls the jet engine from an entirely different universe. You're dealing with multiple universe ideas, multiple universe theorem, or however you want to say. This jet engine is pulled from a different universe into the normal universe, creating the normal universe to go down the timeline to where that was pulled from. Now, the rest of the movie, like Donnie learns about portals and stuff, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The most confusing part for people is the ending. So, at the very end, Gretchen's dead. Spoiler alert! Hope you stopped watching because I told you to. Gretchen dies. And the universe is becoming unstable. It's about to collapse. There's a tornado in the sky. The cops are coming to find Donnie because Donnie shot Frank in the face. And Donnie then comes to realize that he can travel back in time because he read The Philosophy of Time Travel by Roberta Sparrow. And all you need is a metal craft of any kind, as his teacher says. So Donnie knows he can travel back in time, and he has to travel back in time or else he's going to die. Everything ends here in this universe. Everything. That's it. However, this is where the paradox kinda comes back into play. This jet engine still has to be pulled at 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and let's say 11 seconds. That's when that jet engine is pulled, and it's pulled all the way to back here. Donnie goes with it. So Donnie goes all the way back through time. That's why that whole rewind sequence, he's going back in time with the jet engine. That's why you see the jet engine going down the tunnel, the portal. You get it? That's Donnie. You can see Donnie. So Donnie, along with the jet engine... I'm sorry, I'm not an art major, okay? There's the jet engine, and there's Donnie. So, they go back in time. They're like best pals, time-traveling buddies. They go all the way back, 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds. And Donnie has to die. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's like, why did Donnie have to die? He could have just fixed everything. No, he couldn't have. The universe was going to end in 20 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds. Donnie lived because of the air and time, and the only way the air and time can be stopped, the only way he can stop going down this timeline is by dying. So Donnie has to become a martyr. Donnie has become a martyr, so everything happens normally. And he does. Donnie kills himself, the jet engine crashes through his house. The question still remains where it comes from. They'll never figure that out, but the universe will stay intact. Then that leads to more questions by people, like, well, Donnie didn't save anybody. His mom and sister are still gonna die in the plane crash. Donnie went and burned down the house that had the kiddie porn dungeon in it. Unfortunately, won't happen. Maybe he had a catharsis moment. It's like, maybe I should stop doing kiddie porn dungeons like a caught. Patrick Swayze, idiot. So, his mom would not go on the trip. His sister might even go on the trip. Her brother just died. Who knows what will happen. But the jet engine won't be pulled out the plane even if they do go. The jet engine won't be pulled out the plane because it was pulled out the plane from the Tangent universe, not from the regular universe. It won't happen. The plane will safely land. And Donnie's sister, if she's on the plane, Donnie's mother, if she's on the plane, will survive. And Gretchen will live. Gretchen will be fine. She won't be hit by a car. And great things will happen for all the people in the world. And Drew Barrymore's character, the teacher, won't lose her job because Donnie won't bust the water main, and What? 4 minutes left. Holy crap! So he sacrificed himself throughout the movie. At the beginning of the movie, he kind of hates his mom, he kind of hates his family, he kind of hates his life. He doesn't have a girlfriend, all this stuff. Donnie, throughout that Tangent universe, realizes he has something to live for. He has something to die for. He has a reason to die, a reason to sacrifice himself so his family and his girlfriend and his friends can live. All these things that happened that were awful, and some of the good things, like Patrick Swayze being discovered for the kiddie porn dungeon, won't happen. We don't know what will happen, but they won't happen. And all will be right in the world, kind of. At least the universe won't end. Gretchen will live. That's the end of it. If you have any further questions, I love talking about this movie. It's my favorite movie ever. If you have any further questions, this was made for my friend Ashley, who was like, hey, explain this to me. So, if you have any more questions, Ashley or anybody else watching this video, if you have any more questions, you can ask me, and I'll draw more pictures to explain them, because I've dissected this movie over and over again, and every time I watch it, I can uncover something else in the movie. That's something fantastic and something that I didn't think of before. Like, every time Donnie takes his medication early on in the movie, that's when Frank appears. Maybe he's a paranoid schizophrenic, but he's not a paranoid schizophrenic. Shut up! Because Frank is a time traveler. That's it. I have 2 minutes left. I really have to wrap up. That's why I'm talking like an insane person, like doing these hand motions, like da 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 da. Woo! Anyways, that's it. So, have a great day. I hope you watch this movie. Have watched this movie. If you haven't, I'm sorry, I just kind of ruined it for you. And go on a moose hunt. Okay, bye!